Safemoon family, how are you guys doing today? This is Spartan Investor here with another video just for you. I hope you guys are having a splendid day so far. In this video today, we're going to be exploring the flip side of token consolidation. We're going to be looking at how does the Safemoon token consolidation affect Safemoon holders in a negative way. Does it affect us in a negative way? Do we know what this negative way is, if there is one? Let's explore that. We're going to be doing some calculations together. A few things we'll need to do those calculations, but off the bat, I want to say this is not to incite negative connotations towards the Safemoon team. It's for us to kind of explore everything that's going on with token consolidation. There are far more positives than negatives for token consolidation, far more, right? First of all, we hit certain price points that it would have taken us years to hit by consolidating our tokens. We're able to pair with to get a BTC pair, ETH pair with less zeros. We're actually able to now exist and coexist better with some of the big players, right? So get more exposure for Safemoon. And there are a lot of other things going on behind the scenes that we don't know. And like John Crony said, that this was a technical move. It needed to be done in order for us to move forward. And as far as I know, the Safemoon team, John Crony, JK, so far has been pretty clear that the Safemoon's best interest is their foremost endeavor, right? So for them to make this move, it must have meant that they needed to do this in order for us to reach the moon easier and faster. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to first we're going to consolidate our current total circulating supply, right? I'm using the total circulating supply because I do not know if the team will be able to consolidate the burn wallets tokens as well, right? A lot of technical stuff regarding that. I can't get into it because I don't have the knowledge for it. However, for this, I'm just going to be using the total circulating supply, excluding what's in the burn wallet. So I won't be consolidating 1 quadrillion or whatever it is right now. I'll just be consolidating the total circulating supply, which according to our Safemoon website is 575 trillion rounded up, right? It's about 574.4 trillion or something like that. But I'm just going to be using 575 trillion, right? So we're going to consolidate this with a factor of 0.001. So we're going to multiply that by times 0.001, which will result in a new circulating supply, total circulating supply of 575 billion tokens, right? So in order to kind of investigate and explore what's going on or where this loss occurs for the Safemoon army, for the Safemoon family, we need to look at the possible reflections that we would have gained if we had naturally arrived or achieved this new total supply, right? This new total circulating supply. So this new total circulating supply is 575 billion. So we'll have to find the difference between 575 billion and 575 trillion. So let's do that. So 575 trillion minus 575 billion tokens is a difference of 574 trillion 425 billion tokens. Now this figure, bear in mind that this figure is what would have been needed to be burnt by the burn wallet in order to achieve 575 billion tokens. So for us to get from 575 trillion tokens to 575 billion tokens, the burn wallet would have to have burnt 574 trillion 425 billion tokens, right? Now this is for the burn wallet, so the burn wallet would be burning this. But what we have to consider is the only way the burn wallet is burning any tokens is based on the 5% taken from that 10% fee that is charged on every transaction, right? So the burn wallet gets a portion of that 5% fee based on its PPS at the time of transaction, right? So If the burn wallet is receiving reflections, then the holders will be receiving reflections simultaneously, right? Because at no point will the burn wallet be getting 100% of that 5% reflected to all holders. So imagine across that span where we would have burned 574 trillion, 425 billion tokens, how much would have been reflected back to holders, right? It would have been massive. It would have been massive, 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 right? And again, I've done videos regarding the power of reflections, with the main focus being that the value of our reflections today will not be the value of our reflections a couple years from now. So whatever reflection we would have received, say for instance, throughout this journey, a person with 100 million tokens in their bags had got a reflection total of about, let's estimate on the low side of about, say, 50 million tokens over that period, right? So 50 million tokens. And even if we consolidated it, right? Well, no consolidation would have happened. So we're not, this is pre-consolidation. So no consolidation would have happened. This is just the distance between pre-consolidation and post-consolidation and how much tokens we lose when we consolidate, right? So imagine the natural journey occurred, right? We didn't manually consolidate our tokens. A person with 100 million tokens had about 50 million tokens reflected to them over that period of time. Or maybe 50 is a bit steep. Let's do say 25 million, or let's do 20 million tokens reflected to them over that span of time, right? Your 20 million tokens today, so let's multiply 20 million by our price point, which is would be $27.06, right? So, and 20 million tokens, so $27 today, but in the future, that 20 million tokens, even if we went down to 0.405, so it's times 0.123405, would be equal to $1,000, right? So that's what I'm saying. The power of reflections is astronomical, man. Astronomical. Reflections being the value of your tokens will fluctuate. So the value of your tokens today will not be the value of your tokens in the future, right? Obviously, a lot of things are contributing to this. Use cases happening, different implementation of Safemoon, different avenues using Safemoon. So a lot of things going on in Safemoon will definitely affect the price point of Safemoon, right? So that's why it does feel a bit heavy that we did have to consolidate in to some extent, but at the same time there is a big positive behind this negative, and I'm about to kind of break that down for you too, right? So this is, I guess, the biggest negative impact. Apart from that, the only other negative impact is just the, the psychological downside of seeing our bag sizes decrease dramatically. We like seeing millions and billions and trillions of tokens. Well, not trillions. I've never seen trillions in my bag, but we like seeing millions and billions of tokens in our bags. But at the same time, it's not the number of tokens we have, but the actual value of our tokens that matter, right? And the big positive to this negative is that, can you imagine how long it would have taken to burn our total supply down from 575 trillion to 575 billion? There's so many things that go into play just in that sentence alone. There's so many things that go into play that we would have skipped over when we consolidated. First of all, let's look at it this way. The burn wallet burning all those tokens, right? Remember, as the burn wallet burns more and more tokens, its PPS increases. Remember also, as the price point of those tokens increase, the less the burn rate decreases, right? So it won't be able to burn as many tokens as possible as we would want it to, right? So that's why I always talk about having low prices, but now that we're going to consolidate, still we want low prices, but even then, consolidation, then the burn stop event might come earlier. Who knows? There's a lot of positives that will come out of having that will come out of consolidating our tokens, right? One of the other things, again, I'll list a few of the positives as well. So we'll be able to play big with the big players. So we'll be able to pair with BTC, we'll be able to pair with ETH, whatever else the team is working on, or whatever other pairs they're working on. Also, we look way more attractive to new and potential investors, right? We have, I guess, a lot more implementations that the Safemoon team and John JK will actually release to us, so that we can, that will cement things in our minds a little bit more, right? But for the most part, it would have taken forever for us to burn that supply down to 575 billion, or even 100 trillion. Even if we stopped the burn at 100 trillion tokens, it would have been a long journey to get there, a very long journey. It would be a long journey, man. It would be a lot. But for the most part, again, my videos regarding the power of reflections will vividly explain why this kind of feels like a heavy loss, but at the same time, it is a heavy gain as well. Right, so for me, I'm looking at it on the bright side, because I know that for the most part, I have faith in the team. I have faith in the project. I know that, man, we're gonna moon soon. And when we do, it will be astronomical. So, guys, just hold on. Even though this is a negative impact, there is still a big positive behind that negative, right? So, if you can just put things into perspective and try to see the bigger picture, try to look past your bag size shrinking, try to look past the potential reflections that we would have gained, lost. Try to look past all of that stuff and just focus on the goal. And the goal is to get to the moon. And getting to the moon, not just dreaming to get to the moon, but actually getting to the moon, right? Actually getting to that point where we can be free, where we can support the things that we want to support. We can live the regular average Joes like myself, and Mike's and Michael and Michelle's like myself can do things for others and bless our families and do things, right? I know a lot of us, in my previous video regarding token consolidation, we were talking about, with the numbers and figures that we used. I think we used 100 million tokens, and it ended up being 1,000 tokens, and we ended up needing $1,000 per token in order to hit $1,000,000. In this, it's kind of a less aggressive situation, but on either side of that decimal point, you still need the same amount of financial structure in order to hit those numbers, right? So at the same time, man, we just focus. For me, I'm focusing on the reflections for the most part. I know as the market cap increases, the price point will increase, and we'll see our bag sizes get back to those pretty numbers that we want them to be at. But for the most part, man, Safemoon Army, Safemoon family, you guys have been very constructive in terms of keeping the team accountable. Keep it up, team. Safemoon team, keep doing your thing. We are behind you as a Safemoon family. I'm doing my part making these videos, trying to pour more into the Safemoon community, into new investors in terms of the potential of Safemoon. Anyway, Safemoon family, Safemoon army, I'm not gonna drag this video out any longer. Just keep focused and keep looking at the broader picture, the broader perspective. All right. We do know that Safemoon is a long journey. We do know that it's a long-term investment, and we just gotta trust the team, right? Keep keeping them accountable. Keep being respectful and supportive. At the end of the day, because those guys are working like crazy, right? But we just gotta hold on and huddle, man, and do what we need to do as a family to get to the moon together. All right. Anyways, this is Spartan Investor here. Remember to support me by subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. Definitely leave your comments in the comment section below. Let's chat a little bit. All right. I do take a little bit to respond, but I will try my best to respond to the comments as best as I can. Anyways, thank you guys for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed the content. Again, if you did enjoy it, just hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and hopefully I'll see you again. All right, take care. Bye.